Now let us see the dependence of Fermi factor. That is, Fermi factor is nothing but, I said that it is represented by f of E. So how Fermi factor depends on temperature and also on how the occupancy of energy levels that is present in the Fermi factor. So for this, in order to understand that, first you should know the plot how it is for f of E. So the plot for f of E versus E, this is f of E and this is E. So along x-axis you are going to take E, that is f of E plot is given by, so this is for ordinary temperatures, or you can say for temperatures greater than 0 degree Kelvin, and for temperatures 0 degree Kelvin you have this T is equal to 0 degree Kelvin, and this point where f of E, this f of E, I said it is a probability, so probability can either be 0 or 1. So let me take this as 0 and this as 1. So the probability will be in between 0 and 1. So if this is 0 and 1, this is corresponding to half. So this at T is equal to 0, the probability becomes half. So this is at a point E is equal to EF, that is, when the energy level E is equal to EF, you have probability to be half for T is equal to 0 degree. So first, in order to understand this, you should keep this figure in your mind. Okay. So next we will see one by one. First, probability of occupation for energies E less than EF at T is equal to 0 degree. So this is T is equal to 0 degree Kelvin. So at T is equal to 0 degree Kelvin, what happens for f of E for energies less than EF? So now we know that if T is equal to 0 degree Kelvin and E is less than EF. So E is less than EF means E minus EF. So E is less than EF, it means that EF is greater than E. So E minus EF will be negative, less than 0, or I can say it is a negative term. So now what happens to f of E? So f of E is given by the expression f of E is equal to 1 divided by 1 plus exponential E minus EF by kBT. Okay, so now you have T is equal to 0 here and E minus EF should be negative. So I substitute it, 1 divided by 1 plus exponential E minus EF is a negative term, some quantity you get, so it is negative divided by 0. So this will be 1 divided by 1 plus exponential minus 1 by 0. Any number divided by 0 will be equal to infinity. So negative sign keep as it is. So there is a number here. Some number divided by 0 will become infinity. So this will be exponential minus infinity. So now f of E is equal to 1 divided by 1 plus. So exponential minus infinity is 0. That is e power minus infinity is equal to 0. So I write this as 0. So 1 by 1, this is equal to 1. So it means that the probability of occupation or f of E is equal to 1 for energies less than EF at T is equal to 0 degree Kelvin. So compare this with the figure. You have the figure here. So T is equal to 0 Kelvin. You have this dashed curve. Okay, and for energies less than EF, this is energy starting from 0 and this is the point EF. For energies less than EF, here you can see this f of E is 1. That is what you have got here. If you don't know what is e power minus infinity, that is, if you don't know it is equal to 0, then just remember this figure, whatever it is. Okay, then you have exponential minus infinity, right, as it is, and see that in order to get f of E is 1, what you should do. So here if you don't put 0, if you put here infinity, so it will become 1 divided by infinity. So now I said that e power minus infinity is equal to 0. If you don't know e power minus infinity is equal to 0, then remember that for this energies E less than EF at T is equal to 0, from the figure you should get it as 1. So in order to get this one, you should substitute e power minus infinity as 0. Why? Because if you substitute here infinity, this will be 1 divided by 1 plus infinity. 1 plus infinity will be again equal to infinity. So 1 by infinity will be equal to 0. So if you get this 0, it is not possible. You should get this as 1. Okay, so f of e is equal to 1 only if e power minus infinity is equal to 0 is substituted here. Now next, the case 2. So f of e is equal to 1. What does it mean? It means that all the energy levels at t is equal to 0 degree Kelvin below energies less than EF are completely occupied. That is, at t is equal to 0, all energy levels below Fermi level are occupied. Next we will see the case 2. So the case 2 is probability of occupation for energies greater than EF. Here we saw energies less than EF. So now we will see for energies greater than EF at t is equal to 0 degree Kelvin. So now again let me take, if t is equal to 0 degree Kelvin and E is greater than EF. So E is greater than EF means E minus EF will become a positive quantity, that is, it will be greater than 0 as EF is less than E. So a smaller term minus a larger term, it will be a positive quantity. So now what will f of E be? F of E is equal to, we know that 1 divided by 1 plus exponential E minus f by kBt. So this is the Fermi factor. Now I am going to substitute t is equal to 0 and this has a positive term. So this will be equal to 1 divided by 1 plus exponential E minus EF is positive quantity divided by 0. So this will be 1 divided by 1 plus exponential, this quantity divided by 0 will be infinity. So this will be plus infinity. So now plus infinity. So here f of E is equal to 1 divided by 1 plus, so exponential plus infinity. So exponential plus infinity, this is equal to infinity. So I write it as infinity. This is 1 divided by 1 plus infinity is again infinity. 1 by infinity will become 0. So f of E is equal to 0 in this case. So f of E is equal to 0. What is the case here? We have taken for energy is greater than EF and at t is equal to 0 degree Kelvin. So here from the figure you can see this is t is equal to 0 degree Kelvin. Okay, and for energy is greater than EF. So for energy is greater than EF, you don't have any curve, dashed curve here. So it means that f of E is 0. If again here you don't know e power plus infinity is equal to infinity, then from the figure keep in mind that above Fermi level there is no f of E, it should be 0. So in order to get this 0, what should be done here? That you keep in your mind and substitute this as infinity. So 1 by infinity will become 0. Then you can write f of E as equal to 0. So this is the second case, that is for energy greater than EF at t is equal to 0 degree Kelvin. Now we will see the case 3. So earlier we saw at t is equal to 0 degree Kelvin for energies less than EF and for energies greater than EF. Now we will see the case 3, that is the probability of occupation for ordinary temperature, that is for any temperature greater than 0, how f of E varies. So I will write here probability of occupation at ordinary temperature. So now at ordinary temperature, from the figure I can see that here it varies like this, again it is bending here and then reaches 0. So it means that for energies very much less than EF, not less than EF, for energies very much less than EF, you can see that f of E is equal to 1. Okay, so first I write for energies very much less than EF, I have f of E is equal to 1 at t greater than 0 degree Kelvin. Next, for E is equal to EF, what happens? So for E is equal to EF, again I consider f of E, this is equal to 1 divided by 1 plus exponential E minus EF by kBt. So now I substitute E is equal to EF. If I substitute E is equal to EF, then I get 1 divided by 1 plus exponential EF minus EF by kBt. So EF, this will become 1 divided by 1 plus exponential 0. Why? Because EF you have here, so exponential 0. So e power 0, 1 divided by 1 plus e power 0, this is equal to 1 divided by 1 plus 1, this is equal to half. So it means that the probability of occupation, that is f of E, is equal to half at E is equal to EF. So here you can see at E is equal to EF, this has become half. Okay. Next, for E greater than EF, it goes on decreasing and reaches 0. So this is how the Fermi factor, okay, this is how the Fermi factor f of E varies with respect to temperature, as I said here 0 degree Kelvin and also greater than 0 degree Kelvin, and also how the occupancy is present for energies below EF and energies above EF for different temperature. I have explained. This is important.